Hi, I'm here with the Uzzle and just wanted to review this really quick because well, my family really loved this. Um, the goal here is to arrange these blocks in a pattern that you get. And you can play in two ways. One is you go through the stack here and you place this in the middle, and then everyone scrambles to get this pattern. As you can see, you have a few ways of creating that. You have to go around these blocks and see if you see that pattern. Now, each of these patterns can be on multiple blocks, and you each have 5 of these blocks. So you all have the same blocks. So let's see, I have like here this one, but this could also be on another tile sometimes. And then if you have this one and not the other one, you couldn't make one of the others. So it's also a little bit of a strategy right there. So that's pretty cool. And then you have to make that pattern. So let's see what else we have. Yeah, here. So here's the other one. So this one has a blue one and a purple one. You could put it right there. But if I created this with this one, I wouldn't have that blue and purple one. So maybe I wouldn't be able to solve it. So I have to go back and exchange one or two. Now each player really moves as fast as they can to create this pattern. And the first player that does so calls out the Uzzle, or well, I have it. We don't call out the Uzzle. To be honest, it says that in the rule book, but we just say, yeah, I have it. And then each player checks if they have the right pattern. If they called it wrong, then they're out this round, and then the others can try to solve it. And then the winning player gets the card and has 1 point. And then you go on to the next, and so on and so on. You can also play it with like each has a stack of cards, and then the first player to get all the way through it wins. So that's also a fun way. And you have different levels, and I think that's a nice addition here. So my son is 7, for example. So you could start with the level 1, but pretty soon we went up to level 3, all the way up to level 3, and get a little bit of different cards than with level 1. So these are level 1 cards, and then level 3 is a little bit more difficult because there are more patterns that could be built in multiple ways. So that's a little bit harder, and it takes a little bit longer. For example, with this card, each block has 2 on one side. So you know this should be those 2 red ones. You know where to start because this can only be that block, and then this can only be this block with the 2 green ones. Here you can start anywhere. You can start here, you can start here. You don't know which way to start, so that's a little bit more difficult, and it goes all the way up to level 4. So I think that's a nice addition as well to up the ante, and you can downgrade if a younger player joins you. So just to make sure that everyone has a fun time doing this, and you can give your son or your daughter the level 1 stack, and you take the level 2, so you have like a built-in handicap here, like with golf, or level 3 or level 4, so they have their own chance of winning without you, well, letting them win. It's just you have a more difficult stack. So I think that's pretty cool. The blocks are made of plastic. They're very light. So the quality isn't that great, but hey, my kid doesn't notice, and the game is fun regardless. So very cool game, I really recommend.